Here's a 2020 Surly Straggler bike check. Just want to go through my current build. I don't see a lot of Straggler videos to get too in depth, and I like this stuff. It also gives me a reason to use my camera. It's a 60 centimeter. I went with a complete build on this. I built a 2008 or 2007 Karate Monkey from a frame set. This time I got the complete. I just didn't, I like putting the work in and getting to pick all the components, but I wanted a new bike to ride now, so had no issues with inventory or stock. I found 3 actual local bike shops that had these. I just went with the closest place, and I think within like 9 days from when I said, yeah, I want it, it was built, ready to roll. I'm on the road. Pretty cool. So, let's go through each thing. Right off the bat, I swapped out the Salsa Cowbell, I think is what came on it, for a Surly truck stop bar. Comes up a little bit of riser to it, and brought it back a little bit. I swapped out the stem for an FSA. The build stem I think was like 100 millimeter or 120 or something. I brought this is like a 30 or 40, much shorter, bringing those bars back, getting me more upright. I have the Redshift cruise control tops and drops. Easily probably one of the most valuable upgrades that you can do for comfort and functionality. Those are fantastic. Portland Design Works, Alexander Graham Bell. We ride on the trails around here, the Rail to Trail network. Lots of trail traffic, use that thing all day. Quad lock system for the cell phone. I don't use it that much. It's a really good design. It's really functional, really quick. Usually both of those things are hard to come together, but I've used it a few times for navigating coffee shops and restaurants when we're on adventure rides on the weekends. You can mount a GoPro in here if you feel so inclined. Have let's see, SKS aluminum fenders on here. They've been really good. I beat the hell out of the front one because they're super toe overlap, and it's a little janked a little bit in the front, but I've never had to readjust these fenders in over a year since I originally mounted them. They've been great through tons of ice and snow. I ride a lot in the wintertime, and they've done a great job. I probably could have gone wider, but at no point have I ever noticed that I should have. I have a Velo Orange, I think it's called the super long mud flap on there. Protects the bottom bracket, most importantly my shoes. And the Surly 8-pack front rack. I like immediately put a Surly TV tray on here because I saw some dude that was trying to unload this on Reddit, and I got it for a good deal, and I'm glad I did because I've hauled pizzas, cases of beer, huge bags. Last week I hauled a propane tank for the grill. Maybe not the wisest of ideas, but saved the picnic. I can't remember who makes these, but they're really handy. I run 2 front headlights in the winter, like 4 and 5 in the morning, because I like to beat the traffic in the ice and snow. And they're overkill to run 2 headlights, but they work really well. And on the truck stop bar, not a whole lot of room for mounts and goodies and stuff. Tires. I have 742 Terravale Ramparts. These are the light and supple. They are tubeless. Thanks to a buddy of mine help me out with these. And he also hooked me up with this idea right here. It's the Wolf Tooth B-Rad 3 bracket. Takes that bottle cage and drops it way down, because when I'm running a half frame bag here, this bottle like is a pain in the butt. So puts it way down, and I can get to the bottle a lot easier. This is a wide foot leader cage, holds a Nalgene, or I think they say Hydro Flask, perhaps 32 ounce, a little bit more water capacity. I'm currently running fixation platforms. These are nylon or poly of some sort. Honestly, they're disposable. I swap out between platforms and some time clipless. I pull a Thule Chariot Cross trailer a lot with my daughter in it. So if I'm doing that, I've got platforms. If I'm riding alone, I have time clipless with a pair of 510 shoes. Had a 42 tooth chain ring, and I swapped that out for a 38 tooth because I would one, pull this out, like jack the cassette, clean out all the dropouts when I'm stomping on the platforms heading up hills, because I just could not get the hand cam lever tight enough to keep that axle in place. So I dropped it down, really helped out with the lower gearing. I lost more upper, like more top end speed than I think I did gain in low end, but it did the job, and I don't care about top speed really. Swapped out that rear axle, got rid of the cam lever and put in the bolting QR. There's a Allen key on the other side. No hand cam. These little set screws, those are crucial. In my original build, didn't come with them. Easily solved the axle pulling issue, and I had to special order those probably 6 months ago. Let's see. TV tray, volley straps, whatever you call them. Really handy in strapping pizzas on the rack if you need to. You told me 10 years ago I would run a bar end mirror, and I would have told you Captain Dork all the way, but really helpful when you're towing a trailer. And then just like a couple weeks ago, we're on our way to the brewery, riding me and a couple buddies, and it was super handy with a few people on the trail watching rear trail traffic. 60 centimeter frame, I think I said that. FSA stem, I think I said that. It's Cane Creek headset. That's from the Complete. I did not put that in. SKS Fenders, aluminum. I think they're 44 millimeter width. They also have a 50 millimeter aluminum version. Surly rear disc rack, mega heavy duty. I hardly ever use it. Probably use it mostly for this. This is a custom fishing rod holder that I built. I actually just took it off one of my boats, but mounted it with some C-clamps there, and it's really good for holding a spinning rod. Throw one of these bungees in these holes here around the spinning rod or spinning reel, and it holds it in there real secure. Redshift, they call this a shock top stem. Technically it's a suspension stem, mainly for long distance vibrations, just taking out the beating. We'll see how I like that. I've just test ridden that a few times. Brooks B17 leather. Not a big fan of the leather option because I like riding in the rain, but it was cheap and I got it on eBay, and it's fairly new, not even broken in. We'll see how that breaks in if I like that. I had a C15. Love the Cambium. Rode it for a year. I did a lot of research on why I needed the C15 size, and then after a year I'm like, why did I pick the 15? I can't remember for the life of me why I did that. So going wider. Got an Orderlieb pannier bracket here. This mounting system is mega strong and wicked quick, which usually you don't find together, and I like that. I never use it anymore, but the pannier I have is a roll top, and it's got backpack straps, so I would ride to the trail and then run the trail with the backpack on, then come back and strap it back up. Really cool. Brooks England rear mud flap does the job for pulling a trailer with the passenger. It's almost a must-have, frankly. I've got Pedaling Innovations Catalyst platforms for the winter. They're huge, have really aggressive spikes on them, good for snow and ice. I don't use them really for the geometry benefits that they're designed for, but they're really good platforms for riding with insulated shoes. This is a kryptonite cable. It's hooked up into the saddle mount there. I rode downtown Denver for many years, and missing saddles and seat posts was a daily, and so I honestly just put it on there because I have it. I don't really lock this bike up and leave it actually ever. Shout out to Terry B hotline. I got Safa stickers somewhere, but I can't find them. I was gonna put those on here too. Oh, I'll slip back around. This Surly axle, or yeah, it's the hitch bracket or hitch mount. It's a really good design, and it's super sound. I really like the way that this works. I was curious about. There's a few different styles of trailer brackets, and there's that QR that I replaced, and then there's the other retention screw. I guess this was just meant to keep them even. It doesn't serve a lot of functionality purpose as far as security or keeping your axle in the dropout. Terravale ram parts again, tubeless, and that might be the whole shebang. I haven't swapped the bottom bracket. I still have the 11 speed. It's an 11 to 42 tooth. It's a great range. I don't notice the steps being too much. I used to ride a lot of single speed and fixed gears, so maybe I'm just not too versed in derailleurs and cassettes, but I like it. It's pretty simple to adjust. I've had to do that a number of times, especially riding in snow and ice a lot in the winter and deep snow. I think that's the whole thing. If you want to let me know what you like, what you don't like, suggestions, questions about anything. I'm sure I've missed something. I think I did the Villa Orange. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.